Deep in the heart of a lush, vibrant rainforest, where colorful birds sang melodies and waterfalls cascaded with grace, there lived a chameleon with an extraordinary skin that shimmered with iridescent hues. This chameleon was not just a master of blending but also an observer, always eager to understand the intricacies of the world around. One day, while the chameleon was lounging on a sun-kissed leaf, it saw a squirrel and a parrot engaged in a lively conversation below. Both were holding onto something. The squirrel had a stash of shiny, delicious-looking nuts, while the parrot clutched a bright feather. "I promise to give you this feather if you share some of your nuts with me," chirped the parrot. "And I promise to give you some nuts if you hand over that feather," replied the squirrel. The chameleon, with its ever-shifting colors, was intrigued. It decided to descend from its perch to inquire, "What is this exchange you're planning?" The squirrel, with its bushy tail flicking, responded, "We're making a contract. It's an agreement where I'll do something for the parrot, and in return, the parrot will do something for me." The parrot nodded, "Yes, it's like a promise between us. We both agree to certain terms and will stick to them." The chameleon, with its curious, rotating eyes, pondered this. "So, a contract is like a mutual promise where both parties agree to do something for each other?" "Exactly," chirped the parrot. "But it's important that both of us keep our promise. If I don't give the feather after getting the nuts, or if the squirrel doesn't share the nuts after taking the feather, then the contract is broken." The squirrel added, "It's a way to build trust. When both of us fulfill our parts of the contract, we know we can rely on each other in the future." The chameleon, its skin now shimmering with patterns of understanding, reflected on its own experiences. It remembered instances where it had made silent contracts with other creatures. Like with the fireflies, which would light up its path during night walks, and in return, the chameleon would guard them during the day. "I see," the chameleon mused, its tongue flicking out thoughtfully. "Contracts, even if not spoken aloud, are everywhere. They're in the give and take, in the mutual exchanges, in the trust we build with each other." The parrot and squirrel nodded in agreement. As they exchanged their items, the chameleon realized that the rainforest, with its vast web of relationships, was a tapestry of contracts. From the bees that pollinated flowers in exchange for nectar to the ants that protected aphids for honeydew, contracts were the invisible threads that connected everyone. The chameleon, with its radiant, ever-changing skin, returned to its sun-kissed leaf, feeling enlightened. It wasn't just a part of the rainforest, it was an active participant in its intricate network of contracts. With every flick of its tongue and shift of its hue, it was making silent promises, building trust, and weaving the vibrant fabric of life in the rainforest.